Chris Maxwell of the Sports Philanthropy Network, here with fellow Nittany Lion, DJ Dozier, and Dr. Michael Weatherly, who are here to talk about SIX, Sports Innovation X. It seems all-encompassing, so instead of me even trying to summarize what SIX is helping athletes and other young professionals accomplish, what is SIX and why are you here talking about it?
Well, I'll let the founder speak.
All right.
Come on, give me the first one.
And then I'll talk.
Yeah, so Sports Innovation X, we're a small business, and we bridge the gap between pro teams, athletes, colleges, universities, and small businesses usually that have really innovative technology. It could be anything, product and service. So human performance optimization, data analytics, green energy solutions for the big facilities. I mean, it could be anything, technology. We're the middleman, and we help the small business work with the athletes and the teams at a high level. That's what it is.
Yeah, and I would add to that, interesting with Mike is, so he has another company which gave him the idea to do this. So he has a group that focuses on government and helping tech move into the government space. So he wanted to do the same within the sports community. And doing that, I think the timing was interesting too, because, there was a time when athletes or sports in general didn't necessarily accept technology wholeheartedly. So, we've hit that point now where it's coming rapid fire, and organizations are opening their hearts up and, obviously their time to hear what technology can help in their environment.
And you've accomplished a few things in your career, right? 1986 national champion over here, first round draft pick, MLB. What made you interested in jumping on to this initiative and helping expand that mission of bringing more technology into these businesses?
Yeah, so number one, not to toot his horn too much, but I worked with Mike, and I worked with this company years before we started Sports Innovation X, and just seeing his work ethic, his ability to translate and communicate was second to none. And I knew that whatever we were going to do was going to be successful. That, along with the fact that we're actually helping athletes, and with both of us being former athletes, I mean, it would have been great for us to have these kind of technologies back when we played. But the fact that we can help the athlete, we can help the organization go to a whole nother level, I mean, it's rewarding.
Of all the things that you both are doing as former athletes, what's one piece of technology that if you could go back to your collegiate career that you wish you had that would have made you maybe not even a better athlete, but a better business person today?
Great question.
Good question. I mean, top of mind for me is the kind of like all the data analytics that comes with it now. I mean, everybody's got the smartwatches and there's all this data. We never had anything like that. It was a stopwatch, like that was it. And a coach was using it. So, and for me, it's more like the personal motivation and seeing, like how many steps have I done a day, trying to beat your best times. That just really didn't exist back then. So for me, and then all the wearable technology that's come in, we work a lot with people like they're doing stuff in the infrared space. And so seeing what that's doing for like human performance optimization, like I said earlier, just helping the athlete at the end of the day perform better, recover better when they get injured. There's so much technology out today that didn't exist back then. So if I could rewind time, that's what I would buy. That's what I would get.
Yeah, that's an easy question for me because, I spend a lot of time in the training room, and so my recovery, especially my sophomore and junior year at Penn State, I spent 3 games on the sidelines each season, so 6 games. Some of this technology would have helped to either prevent or could have predicted what was going to happen with my body. So having that technology alone would have, put me on the field 6 more times in my Penn State career. So, that's why it's so rewarding that we can put these kind of tools and technologies in the players' hands and the coaches and the trainers and give their athletes a chance to achieve something higher.
And one of the biggest narratives that we hear with a lot of the different philanthropies we talk about when it comes to athletes is the ability to transition to civilian life, if you will, after being a football player at a D1 university. So with doing this and working with these college athletes and these businesses, do you also see it making an impact for the guys who are not going to go to the NFL, who are not going to go to the big leagues, being able to take an interest in the business side of things and understanding how businesses work and getting involved in the innovation? Are you seeing that positive impact happen as well?
Oh, 100%. And of course, I'll let Mike answer as well, but there's no doubt about it. And it was interesting, and not that I've done any deep research on, is that
the individuals that didn't achieve at the highest level are often the most successful in the business world. So from a psychological standpoint, there's something going on there, right? But the transition, it's vital. There's no doubt that there's some skills that transfer from the athletic field or court out to within the business world. And no, I mean, so it's great to see it happen. And one of the things that Mike does in his businesses is hire former athletes. So I'll let him talk about it.
Yeah, athletes and veterans. I love hiring athletes and veterans. Discipline, hard working, all of those things. And your question is perfect because you just described like my whole journey. And I think there's a lot to be said for people like me. And I was never going to be a first-round draft pick, but I love baseball. That's all I ever wanted to do. I wanted to play Major League Baseball. It didn't work out. And so when I got done with baseball in college, I was like, now what? I don't know what I'm going to do. Tried coaching for a little while, wasn't really my thing. And so I've really thrown myself into business now. Now business is my sport. Business development is what we do at the end of the day. And so that's my new playing field. And that's just what gets me up in the morning and keeps me going every day. So the things that we get to do to help these small businesses is really fun and rewarding, like DJ said.
And we've seen this year, great news for the NFL. Concussions hit a historic low, 17% down from the previous season. Technology has a lot to do with that, in helping with player health. So as a former player, are you watching the game now and just a little envious of the protection that they have? And how do you think that it has just helped the game?
Without a doubt, it helps the game. But more importantly than helping the game, it's going to help that individual or those individual athletes, when they retire and they get to my age, right? Because it's often known that those injuries, especially TBI, has an effect on not just your brain, but other parts of your body. So, being able to lower that number and hopefully one day get rid of it is tremendous.
Now, we are here on Radio Row for the Super Bowl. There's a really big game happening on Sunday.
Is there?
And you are a running back, so you may have heard of Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, slightly.
Yeah, he's kind of good.
I always say he's the second best running back from Penn State. DJ is the first. No offense, Saquon. Got to get it in there.
Here we go.
I don't know whether to say smart man or kiss up, but I like it either way. When you look at his performance as an alum, as someone who's done what he's doing now, what do you make of him finally getting that Super Bowl opportunity?
Well, first of all, we all know that Saquon accomplished great things at Penn State. We know he's a great guy. I call him a great kid. It's amazing to see what's happened with everything he did off the field. Number one, as a great person, and then also his work ethic. So seeing that it didn't happen the way that we had hoped it would happen in New York, and it's happening his first year in Philly. Of course, there's no guarantee that you're going to get the Super Bowl every year, even though you may be a great team. But the fact that he can do it in his first season with the Eagles is tremendous. I want to say he's deserving. I think a lot of players are deserving, but the fact is he worked his butt off along with his teammates to get to this point. I hope that they can win.
Yeah. I can't say who I hope is going to win, but I am always cheering on the Penn State running backs. So
absolutely.
How can people get involved or learn more about Six?
Yeah, you can go online. It's sportsinnovationx.com. Super easy. Learn about us and what we're doing. We can connect you wherever it makes sense on either side. If you're a small business and you've got innovative product and service, you're looking to work with pro teams and athletes, we're here. If you're a pro team out there or an athlete looking for the best innovative tech, you can contact us and we'll get you connected.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing. Appreciate it. Love having you here at the Sports Philanthropy Network, and enjoy the rest of the week here in NOLA. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.